We all know stretching is critical for preventing wrist pain from tech work, but it's actually the least important part of the routine. It's really only useful when paired with endurance exercises designed to keep your wrists at max HP. Think of your wrist endurance like an HP bar in a video game. Every keystroke, every mouse click, every scroll drains that bar. And if your muscles don't have the endurance to keep up, you hit 0 HP, and that's when those muscles and tendons get tight and irritated and the pain kicks in. The more HP your wrists have, the longer you can work without pain. Now, don't get me wrong, stretching helps, but here's the truth. Stretches only normalize your muscle length tension relationship so the muscles can work more efficiently. Think about your muscles like a bunch of guys playing tug of war. If they're standing at the perfect distance, they can all grip the rope and pull with max strength. That's when your muscles generate the most force efficiently. But if they're too far apart, some guys can't even reach the rope, and your strength drops. That's like an overstretched muscle. Less force, less control. And if they're too bunched up, they get in each other's way, tripping and struggling to pull. That is a tight, shortened muscle. Too much overlap and not enough power. Stretching helps to reposition those guys so they're at the right spacing. But the real fix is endurance training, so those muscles can keep pulling without fatigue. That's how you get your wrist to 1000 HP instead of 100 HP. For those of you who are new here, I'm Dr. Elliot Smithson, a doctor of physical therapy with a focus on repetitive strain injuries. I spent the past 10 years working with musicians, professional gamers, artists, and tech workers, and I noticed that these populations all had the same issues stemming from repetitive strain. I've worked with software engineers, designers, and IT specialists who spent years at their desk only to be sidelined by wrist pain that just wouldn't go away. The key is consistency. Think of this routine like a commit to your health. You don't just write code once and expect your software to run perfectly forever. You need regular updates, and your wrists are the same way. So, how do you actually use this routine if you're deep in the zone writing code all day? Before you start coding, follow along with a 10-minute routine to prep your wrists for hours of typing. During breaks, instead of doom scrolling, do the first 3 mobility exercises. After work, do the 2 self-massage exercises to relax those tight muscles and restore some HP. Even if you're on a tight deadline, just picking 1 or 2 endurance exercises and doing them regularly can make a huge difference. Over time, you'll build endurance, reduce fatigue, and most importantly, keep working without pain. Now just remember, this routine is mostly for general wrist injury prevention and minor tightness and pain. If you have a specific repetitive strain injury, we have an app that can give you an exact program to target the specific root cause of your problem. Check the link in bio to start our 30-day program if that's you. Alright, let's start with wrist rolls. Extend your arms in front of you and slowly roll your wrists in circles. Keep the movement controlled, don't rush. This helps lubricate the joints and improves mobility of the tendons, which is crucial for long hours of typing. After 30 seconds, switch directions. Nice and easy, keep going. You might hear a few pops and that's okay. As long as there's no pain, just focus on loosening up those stiff wrists. Next, let's stretch the wrist flexors. Extend your arms straight in front of you, palm facing up. Now gently press your fingers downward. You should feel a deep stretch along the underside of your forearm. Switch arms now. This stretch counteracts the tightness caused by typing and gripping a mouse all day. You should feel a gentle pull. This should not be painful. Now let's stretch the wrist extensors. Extend your arm out, this time with your palm facing down. Curl your hand into a fist and use your other hand to gently pull your fist downwards. You should feel the stretch along the top of your forearm and wrist. Go ahead and switch arms now. This stretch helps relieve tension from repetitive clicking and extended typing sessions. Make sure your elbow stays straight for a deeper stretch. Now we'll do some self-massage for the forearm flexors. Using your opposite elbow, apply pressure along the underside of your forearm, from your wrist to your elbow. Press and slowly massage in circular motions, finding any tight spots. Go ahead and switch arms now. This helps break up tightness and improve circulation in the muscles responsible for gripping and typing. If you find a tender spot, spend a little extra time there. Next, we're massaging the forearm extensors, so go ahead and flip your palm down. These muscles work hard when you extend your fingers and move the mouse. Use your opposite hand to apply firm but comfortable pressure along the top of your forearm, moving from your wrist towards your elbow. Go ahead and switch sides now. This can help with stiffness and reduce that achy feeling after long coding sessions. Breathe deeply and relax as you work through any tension. Now let's work on endurance with an isometric exercise. Bring your palms together in front of your chest like you have a hot trade offer. Now press your fingers together as hard as you can without pain and hold. Relax the tension for a second and bring your hands back together for another set. This helps strengthen the small stabilizing muscles in your fingers and wrists, which are crucial for sustained typing and clicking. These next 3 exercises we imported straight from Italy. Grab a book or any small, flat, weighted object. Hold it with your palm facing up and your fingers extended. No gripping with your fist. Now slowly bend your wrist downwards and return to the start. That's 1 rep. Go ahead and switch sides. By keeping your fingers extended, you're strengthening the muscles that support your grip without overloading them. Keep the motion slow and controlled. Now flip your hand over so your palm is facing down. Hold the book with your fingers extended and slowly lift your wrist up and then back down. That's 1 rep. Let's go for 30. And switch sides. This exercise targets the wrist extensors, which tend to be weaker in most people. Strengthening these muscles improves endurance and prevents strain. For our final exercise, hold the book in your hand and move your wrist in controlled circles. Keep the motion steady. This challenges your wrist stability and improves coordination. Now switch sides. This mimics real-world wrist movements, making your tendons more resilient for long hours of computer work. Great job! If you did this routine with me today, you're already taking the first step towards stronger, pain-free wrists. Remember, just like maintaining a clean code base, wrist health also requires regular updates, so keep at it. If you found this helpful, drop a comment below, how long you've been coding, and if you've ever dealt with wrist pain. And if you want more exercises like this, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.